Bury College, Bury, a tragedy in 50 acts, or how they stole my dreams and gave me trauma. Oh, my sweet summer children, gather round. Let me tell you the tale of Bury College, Bury, a place where dreams go to die, where hope is crushed like a soda can under Doc Marten, and where the staff's empathy levels rival a brick wall. Buckle up, babes, because this isn't just a review, it's a warning. Act 1, the bait and switch, or how they lied to my face. Picture this. You're a bright-eyed little moth fluttering toward the glowing "we'll educate you" sign on their website. You fill out the paperwork, you wait months, you start planning your future only for them to yank the rug like a cartoon villain. Oopsie, changed our minds, bye, no explanation, no apology. Just ghosted like a bad Tinder date. Why is this bad? Because trust is everything. If a college can even keep its promises before you enroll, what hope do you have after? It's like buying a puppy and getting a taxidermied hamster instead. Disappointment with extra steps. Act 2, the ableism Olympics, or how they treat disabled students like inconvenient furniture. Oh, my favorite part. If you're deaf, disabled, or just dare to need extra help, run far, run fast. The send tutors, more like send help, because these people are useless. One student let us call her Maham, the brava loved her English teacher. Shout out to Patty, the one decent human in this dystopia. But the second she needed help with external applications, crickets, the send tutor, nowhere. It's like asking for a lifeguard and getting a mime instead. Why is this bad? Because education should be accessible. If a college can even pretend to care about disabled students, they shouldn't exist. It's not rocket science, it's basic human decency. Act 3. The mental health meat grinder, or how they gaslight you into thinking you're the problem. Heather, our tragic heroine, just wanted to sing. But when her tonsils betrayed her, the staff's response. LOL, just work at Greg's, peasant. Let that sink in. A teacher told a student their dreams were worthless. Then when her anxiety spiked from being human, they hit her with the classic, get over it. Why is this bad? Because words scar. Teachers are supposed to build you up, not kick you while you lay down. This isn't tough love, it's emotional negligence. Act 4, the racism bullying extravaganza, or how they treat non-English speakers like trash. Lily, our soft-spoken warrior, just wanted to learn. But the staff let us bully the quiet foreign girl, students, even worse. She left with PTSD from a college, let that marinate. Why is this bad? Because bigotry isn't a teaching method. If your staff can not be racist, close the doors. Act 5, the grand finale, or how they stole my future and gave me trust issues. Every single review says the same thing: worst college ever. Unhelpful staff. Broken promises, outdated facilities. Bullies in teacher disguises. Why is this bad? Because education is power, and Bury College, Bury, they disarm you. Epilogue, the moral, or how to avoid this nightmare. Don't go here. If you're deaf, Hopwood Hall. If you're disabled, Oldham.
Comprehensive travel advisory: the reality of businesses near Bury College. Bury, if you're looking for a place where businesses care about your experience, where service is thoughtful, and where quality isn't just a word they scribble on a sign, then the area around Bury College, Bury, is not that place. Here, businesses seem to operate on a different wavelength, one where indifference is standard, where problems are ignored until they explode, and where the only consistency is disappointment. Let's break it down. Shopping convenience: the Rock Shopping Centre, a masterclass in frustration. Shopping near Bury College is an exercise in patience, or more accurately, suffering. The Rock Shopping Centre appears to be a vortex where joy goes to die. The car park is a notorious trap. Ticket machines malfunction, fines are handed out like candy, and if you dare to take the lift, you might find yourself stuck for 2 hours while management shrugs and admits, yeah, that happens. Stores, a graveyard of independent retailers suffocated by high rates. Staff, either invisible or actively hostile. One phone repair shop allegedly destroyed a customer's data and then had the audacity to charge £40 for the privilege. And if you live in the apartments above, good luck. The weekends transform into a never-ending circus of noise, with management who couldn't care less. Dining TCB Bury, where robots serve disappointment. Restaurants near Bury College seem determined to redefine mediocrity. TCB Bury, a Chinese buffet, has perfected the art of underwhelming. Their gimmick, robot servers, most of which are damaged, barely functional, and somehow still the highlight of the experience. The food, overpriced, bland, and occasionally inedible. Crispy beef with no beef, chicken wings that taste like leather, and prawn crackers that might as well be cardboard. Then there's the height discrimination. An 11-year-old child charged adult prices because he was too tall. Staff argue, managers sneer, and if you complain, they'll just stare at you like you've asked them to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Oh, and don't forget the mystery of the £63 charge when the receipt clearly said £60. 20, what's that extra £2.80 for? The privilege of eating there. Fitness PureGym Bury, where broken equipment chaos reign. Gyms near Bury College are not for the faint-hearted. PureGym Bury is a monument to poor planning, weights scattered like landmines, rusted machines, and a single Smith machine that might as well be a mythical artifact given how often it's free. Changing rooms, tiny and questionably sanitary. Parking, a nightmare because apparently walking half a mile before working out is part of the experience. And the heating, forget it. Some members report working out in full winter coats, watching their own breath in the freezing air. Nightlife. The Dog House, where rudeness is on tap. Bars near Bury College seem to pride themselves on terrible service. The Dog House is a masterclass in how not to run an establishment. Bouncers eject sober patrons based on vibes. Staff delete your jukebox playlist because they personally hate your music. And if you're lucky enough to get a drink, expect it to be warm, flat, and served with a side of attitude. Oh, and rats. Yes, actual rats. Because nothing says relaxing night out like sharing your space with uninvited rodents. Final thoughts. Proceed with caution if you must visit businesses near Bury College. Bury, go in with low expectations. Very low. The kind of expectations you'd have for a vending machine that only takes expired coupons. The common themes: poor management, apathetic staff, and a general disregard for customer satisfaction. Is it all bad? Probably not. But based on the overwhelming evidence, the good experiences are so rare they might as well be urban legends. So traveler, be warned, this is not a place where businesses go above and beyond. This is a place where surviving the experience is the real achievement.
Okay, so like I've been looking into stuff happening around Bury College. Bury, it's kinda depressing, honestly. You wouldn't believe the things people get up to, especially with tourists coming to visit. It's not comforting to think about, you know. First off, a lot of the shops around here, especially the smaller ones near Bury College, they're kind of notorious for selling fake stuff. In August last year, there was this big raid. They found over 37,500 worth of counterfeit goods. Like fake vapes, toys, even those Labubu dolls everyone is obsessed with were fakes. Hidden in secret panels, cereal boxes. It's unbelievable, right? How are people even thinking of this? I mean, seriously. I bet tourists just coming from Bury College, excited for a quick holiday, probably grabbed a bargain thinking they got a cute souvenir, then realized it fell apart instantly. They probably felt so silly and probably had to spend more money on a real one. My guess is the shop owners, they got a fine, maybe even a warning. But knowing how things are, they probably just moved the fake goods to another store. It's just frustrating. And then there's Express Mini Market on Bolton Street, not far from Bury College. They got in trouble because they allegedly sold alcohol and vapes to a 14-year-old. Can you even imagine? Like a 14-year-old getting vodka, and they wiped the CCTV footage, so obviously guilty. It's so messed up. It's like, what if a tourist saw that happening? They'd be so shocked and really